Welcome to Alchemy Soul, a space for honest conversations about transformation, spiritual awakening, and the messy process of becoming who you really are. I am your host, Marquita, and I'm super grateful to have you here with me today. Today, I am going to just share with you all about some of my most recent realizations concerning how I'm showing up in the world, how I'm showing up in my career, how I'm showing up in parenting, and just how I can be better about showing up for myself, putting myself first, and honoring, the truths and the things that I genuinely want for myself. I know in my last episode, I talked a little bit about the work and the workings and the magic that I have been doing in order to manifest this desired reality. And what I realize is that I am not taking me seriously. I am not honoring the part of myself that truly believes that what I am manifesting is going to be my reality. If I truly had a belief within me that this is going to manifest, I will be moving towards it. I will be taking myself seriously. I will be, not allowing my present circumstances to deflect me away from the goal. I talked the last time about, when I did my bodybuilding competition. When I did my bodybuilding competition, I was focused on that goal. I had other things going on. I actually even got fired during the time that I was on prep for the competition, but it did not deter me from the goal. What I realized is that lately I've been in such survival mode that I have not allowed myself to truly embody what I have called out and what I have, manifested out into the world. And so I'm not, this is not me. This is not the space where I am badgering myself or putting myself down. What I am simply doing right now is acknowledging, this is where I am. And I'm proud of myself for continuously showing up here. This is my 4th episode. And I am getting serious about the things that I want in my life. Because if I want others to respect me and see me and, support me, I have to respect, see, and support myself first. I have to be my number one fan first. I have to cheer for myself first before anybody else will cheer for me, because it is my vision. Nobody else knows the vision. Nobody else knows the plan. It is mine. And so if I want to see, the workings take place, I have to take some actions. Because I'm for sure certain that Spirit has done their part. I'm for sure certain that Spirit has opened the roads and has cleared the roads and have opened the doors. I know that my name is being spoken in rooms that I don't even know about right now. I know that for a fact. And so it just comes down to the point of do I trust myself? Because I trust Spirit, right? I trust Spirit. I trust Spirit that, everything is always working out for me. I trust that Spirit and the universe and God always has my back. There has not been a time where Spirit has not had my back. Now is for me to trust myself. Now is the time for me to really do a bit of shadow work and tap into the part of myself that is fearful of being seen, the part of myself that is fearful of giving services to other people, you know. I didn't used to be like that. It wasn't like that before. And so I have to do some work internally to kind of understand where this fear is like rooted. When did it become a thing? And, kind of just get to the bottom of it, because I do know that my purpose and my authority, in the world is for me to be of service to others. And that comes in the form of me speaking like I'm doing here. And that comes in the form of, just communication and teaching, period. And my way of teaching is not like your typical textbook, how to do this or how to do that kind of teaching. My teaching is through the clarity of my lived experiences. I have so many experiences in life that just bring me to such wisdom and so many lessons that this is what I am supposed to teach others. And once I really just speak like I'm speaking now, and once I really just go to the depths of the understanding of how life ebbs and flows, then I am able to share that energy out into the universe with confidence. What I learned and what I'm learning is that the confidence comes as you do it. The certainty comes as you are doing it. Like, you have to take the action. You have to be consistent. You have to have a little grit, I did a lot of detaching from hustle culture over the past 5 years, which was needed, right? I live soft life. I'm not grinding, I'm not hustling, but that part is changing because it's a different hustle. It's a different grit. It's a different vision, because before it was hustle, grit, and, determination to pay my bills. It was hustle and grit in order to get a, degree to work at a company. Now, it's hustle and grit for myself, for my lineage, for, the women that came before me and the women that will come after me. It is for the millions of people that will come in contact with my work, either now or somewhere down the line. Somewhere down the line, even if it's not within my lived experience, someone will come in contact with the wisdom that I am sharing here today. And I know that to be truth. And so my job is to keep showing up. My job is to keep returning. My job is to continue to just talk. And I don't have to have a script. I don't have to be perfect. I don't have to filter myself. I can just show up here in my authenticity and put it out into the world and trust that somebody will resonate with what I am saying. I know it. It's because everybody in some way is connected. We each have a little piece of the puzzle of the whole picture. And so when we connect with one person, I'll say some things and it'll resonate. That's, some pieces being put together. That's literally how life works. And that's why we all need one another in order to see the bigger picture of it all. Is because we each have a little bit of the piece of the puzzle. And I'm so grateful for that. I am so grateful for that. I learn so much from so many people all day long. I am filling my brain and filling my mind with wisdom of so many teachers, modern day and, old school. Some of the ones that I enjoy listening to that are more modern day are like Abraham Hicks, Sarah Jakes, what's more modern? Bashar. I kind of listen to Bashar sometimes too. But I listen to a lot of podcasts, and I also listen to a lot of astrology as well. So just different teachers. But some old school ones is like Reverend Ike and Bob Proctor and Wayne Dyer. So those are just a few of, the old school teachers, Joseph Murphy. But yeah, like I am constantly like feeding my mind with wisdom. And I just look back over my journey like, how did I even get here? How did I even get connected to the point of being introduced to these teachers? How? So I look back and I'm like, oh my God, like it's happening all along. Even to this point of like me being like, okay, it's time for me to get serious. It's time for me to put myself first. It's time for me to put my dreams on a pedestal and like really show up as her. I had to go through all of what I went through to get to this very moment right now where I'm saying, this is my authority, this is my purpose, and I'm standing on it, and I'm being consistent, and I'm taking myself seriously. But I had to go through all of that learning and unlearning to get here. And I'm grateful. I'm grateful for this very moment in time because, listen, baby, it has been a battle. And earlier today I was pulling the cards and I'm like, I need to make rent. And I'm short. And I'm like, how do I make money? Because I'm not working right now. I'm not offering any services. I'm not doing anything. Well, I do pet sitting, but it's not as, lucrative as I need it to be for the bills that I have. And so I was like, let me pull the cards. Let me see what I'm supposed to be doing. Let me see if I can get some answers from Spirit. And the cards just kept saying, like, just do what's easiest right now. Just do what's easiest. And I got on a Zoom and my mentor, she was doing some like Q&A questions, and I asked her like, what is the best advice for somebody who is beginning in spiritual entrepreneurship? And the first thing she said out of her mouth was like, you have to allow Spirit to lead. Allow Spirit to lead always. And even if it doesn't make sense, even if it's unclear, even if it's to the last moment of you, not having the money, like, even if it's down to the last second, you just allow Spirit to lead and you just trust in the process. And that just reminded me, like, I'm always taken care of, and I can't do spiritual entrepreneurship by being motivated for money, because the money is going to come. And I've never done anything for money. I ain't gonna say I've never done anything for money, because I have. Back when I was doing like Uber Eats and Uber and all of that, it was definitely for the money. But I've outgrown that part of my life. I've outgrown, just doing things for money. Like, I really do have a mindset of like, everything that I do has to be Spirit led, and I have to bring Spirit into everything that I do, even if Spirit tells me, hey girl, go work at McDonald's. Baby, I'm gonna go. and I'm gonna work at McDonald's. But baby, that will have to be clear as day, right? If it comes down to me working a job, it has to be clear as day that that is what I'm supposed to be doing. Otherwise, I'll be pulling the cards. I'll be pulling the cards and I'm going to be asking, like, okay, because this is how I am personally learning how to build trust. I think that you can build trust with spirit and you can build trust with yourself in different ways of like confirmations, asking questions, and just being open to the communication that spirit is trying to give you. And so, yeah, pretty much what I understand from, what the cards were saying earlier is that I'm too focused on the big picture. And I mean, it makes sense because I'm my chart is ruled by Jupiter. And I have Jupiter in Leo, along with 2 other planets. So everything for me in my energy is big. Even when I'm doing like something small as like going to get a cup of coffee. For some people, they really, really, really enjoy the simplicity of just going to sit at a coffee shop and drinking a cup of coffee. But for me, baby, I want to go to where the coffee was originated and see how they make it in the factory. Like, that is me. Like, I want to get to the root of it. I want to see the like, my life is big. And so sometimes I cannot help but look at things from the big picture. And what they were saying today is just do what you can, essentially. Just do what you can. Just work with what you got. And I was like, okay. Because I'm starting from somewhere. This podcast is me starting from somewhere. I just started a new YouTube channel because I got micro locks. And I'm like, okay, this is me starting from somewhere. Like, you have to start from somewhere. I can't catapult myself into, the future outcome. That's not how it works. And I think that the journey is much more rewarding when you know that you have done the work to get to where you desire. It's more interesting that way. I have had some experiences, okay? I have had some experiences. I've traveled all over the world, and I have had quite a bit of experiences. And one thing that I really always have to remind myself is that I got me. And no one is coming to save me. No one is coming to save me. I wrote the book. No one is coming to save me. No one is coming to save you. I gotta have my own back. You gotta have your own back. Like, you have to put you at the center of your universe. I have to put me at the center of my universe. I have to love myself so much that I am unwilling to struggle. I have to love myself so much that I am unwilling to allow people to disrespect me. I have to love myself so much that I am unwilling to allow people to cross my boundaries. Right? We put ourselves at the center of our universe, and we allow everything else to acquiesce to our energy. So it starts with you. It starts with me. And honestly, I think that that's it. That's the lesson. I think I will end it there because that's it. If you really enjoyed this message, please be sure to leave me a comment. I feel like I'm whispering. I'm whispering a little bit, but it's because my daughter is asleep in the next room, and so I don't want to wake her. But I was so determined to make sure that I did something for myself today that was going to make an impact for my future. And this is what the consistency is looking like. It's looking like consistency even while you're still being a parent. I have to learn how to be consistent while life is still going on around me, and this was a part of it. So I know y'all can hear me, even if it sounds like I'm whispering. I'm sorry, but you got the message. You got the message, and I checked something off of my to-do list for myself today, and I am proud of myself. So yeah, peace, love, and light, beautiful souls. If anything resonated with you, please be sure to leave a comment. I am immensely grateful for your energy. Peace.